morning, everybody. This is Thursday morning, getting ready to pour our stamp patio. We had some rain late last night, early this morning, and the deck is still dripping a little bit. So Tom's up there leaf blowing off the table, the posts, just helping the dripping get done with earlier. We spread out our traction mats, kind of steep. These are going to move a little bit, so we just pin them in. The real steep section on the turn, we did both sides. These longer ones, they'll stay pretty good the whole time. So we're just about all set up. I apologize if it's too loud, but that has to be done. Jim's tying our wire. We have a handful of chairs cut, and underneath there and the side, and we'll place all these as we go. The power buggies come in and crush them, so we just wait until they dump their load, slide in a chair. Anybody has any better advice for me, shoot it over. Okay, first round of buggies coming in. Okay, almost all done. The guys are getting about a wheelbarrow of concrete to go. They're scraping the chutes nice and clean up top. No mess, no place to clean up around here. What do you think? Pour one pretty good, right? Yeah. Forms are nice and straight. We're going to put a border down this side, just touching that post. And then around this curved outer portion, we're going to put a 1 foot border around that and return it to the house. That'll be a nice view from up on the deck. Here comes our 1 wheelbarrow of concrete coming in. If it's close, Tom, you can just dump it. Is it close? We'll take it off. All right, we'll get this finished up. Okay, last little bit of bull floating. Get some cleanup done. Perfect day for stamping. Overcast, no rain. I'll say that again, no rain. If it rains, man, we're in trouble. But they're calling for 90 degrees tomorrow and Saturday. So I really wanted this done and stamped today so we didn't have to do that in the heat. Not that we haven't stamped in 90 degree, but if I could choose from a 75 degree day to a 90 degree day, I'll pick the 75. My pour went real good. I'm here with one of our favorite drivers we get just about every day, right? So, thanks. You always do a great job for us. Thanks for coming out.
You're welcome.
And always happy to see you when you show up. Okay, Jim started cutting in our border. It's nice to do this when the concrete's nice and soft, smooth sailing. Once this gets tight, it's hard to get that 12-inch edger evenly in the concrete. So we'll let him get a little bit further on that. We all hate those traction mats. Look how nice it keeps this grass. You know, got tore up a little bit here on this hillside, but hardly anything. A few rains, a few grass cuttings, and this is all going to come right back. There's no indentations from the machinery. They really do a nice job. So borders all cut in. Our intersection points there, as well as all the way up around here, around our downspout. So they're just going to keep that a small planting bed to deal with that downspout. We were talking about turning that under the window, but then didn't like the look of the downspout curving back. So the planter bed, it was a planter before, we're just keeping it how it is. It's worked like that for years. We're not going to disturb it. Draining good?
Yeah.
Okay, won't be long, we'll be stamping. As we're getting ready to stamp, I do read all the comments, and one of the comments was mentioning about our cement truck drivers. And I just wanted to say, Tony happened to be here today. We gave him a nice little handshake and thank you. But we have so many good drivers that make our job so much easier. Just wanted to say thank you to all of you guys who work with us every day, just helping us. So we were just holding this plastic over this outer edge. It was just a mist of a rain, not even heavy at all. It didn't mark the concrete at all. We just didn't want that surface getting all wet. We have a nice big umbrella up here. So I came up here with some sponges and I sort of just mopped up the deck. Nothing's dripping through. I think we're in good shape. You can see a little bit coming off of that railing. I missed that. But nothing hitting the patio yet. I see a couple little drops down there. Can you throw me up a sponge? So this is all pretty dried up. Just right in here, catching this. I did get all of that. I gave the umbrella a shake, so nothing is going to be coming off of that during the stamp. That looks pretty good. The added moisture to this surface, we're just going to let it set a little bit longer before we do anything, and then we're going to do powder antiquing, not liquid then coloring. We're going to do just powder. That'll really help keep the stamps from sticking to that concrete. So everybody has their respirators ready to go. Keep that dust out of our lungs. Okay, we're going to start dusting, working on this border. Just fluff this up. Throw it like you're throwing a frisbee. That looks better.
Got it?
Yep.
Let go.
Take that side. You're going all the way over?
Right here, right?
I need a skin. Slide that up, Jim.
Here.
Right underneath here. Just this corner. I need that skin. Do you have a smaller skin behind you, Steve?
There's a bunch right here.
How about something right here? Once we get these all on here, it should go pretty fast. Hold on to your side, slide it all the way up underneath there, and good. So with this seam, I just walk it ahead until I see good impression. Since they skinned the first foot, now I really don't have to stamp that. These are getting tight. We're going to be tamping right away. Is anybody else's heart pounding out of their chest? Oh yeah, here comes the sun. Perfect. Perfect. That looks nice. Jim, right up. Okay. 2 patterns to come off. He almost fell in the concrete. Touching up those last couple of joints. I'll check that last video. I think that was about 15 minutes of stamping. Everything cut in to the edge. This is why you want to wear a mask when you're stamping, especially with powder. There's the inside of the mask, nice and clean. There's the outside, all that dust. All that dust would be in my lungs. So highly recommend wearing a mask. All right, we're going to clean up around the edges. We'll be out of here. Okay, so that is how we're going to leave it today. Now the homeowners, if they want to, they can just go down that edge with a shovel and a rake. They could add a little bit of soil to it. I don't feel they need a landscaper, but of course they have that option. I just don't want to leave them a total disaster. That stuff on the hill, I don't think it needs anything other than a little bit of time, a couple rains, which will be about 2 days, and we'll have a couple rains on it. I just went over cut layout with Steven. Center, and then probably 1 cut and 1 cut just to help relieve around those posts, and 3 cuts parallel with the house. On the inside of the posts, we'll do a relief at the post, and then out here. We'll get it broke up pretty good. We can hide those saw cuts real good in this pattern. Fieldstone, a little bit different story. So where we go from here, we're going to go prep a basement and garage. This morning there was no rain in the forecast. Tomorrow morning, rain in the forecast, so we're heading inside. So we'll see what happens. Stay tuned, everybody. So Tommy dropped off the 301. He's going back to get the skid loader. We're going to use the skid loader in here to prep these 2 garages. This one is about a foot or a little bit more low. And this one, I'd say, is about the same. So I had a triaxle load of 2B limestone sent over. And we also have this gravel to work with. So there's probably a full triaxle here as well as here. 2 triaxles ought to do that. Let's head down into the basement. Might be kind of dark in here. We set up our laser, broadcasting a beam around the wall. So the guys will just chalk a line following that. It's all pretty close. That's why I like using that laser. You can just take a shovel, you can take a tape measure. I can use the bucket and set it down and check out exactly what we need. So I'm gonna get started in here. Tommy will be back a little bit short, Jim. We'll load the tamper on the trailer. That's how we'll leave it for today. 2 garages and a basement ready to go for tomorrow. I can't believe it's Thursday already, and the weeks go so fast, don't they? We finished prepping that basement garage. It was about 3 o'clock. So we have a list of these on our schedule. This is sort of on the way home. We didn't pour this driveway, but we're going to go ahead and give it a coat of sealer. So Steve's working on that. Tips clogged?
Yep.
Never fails. So Matt is working up here. We did pour this patio about 5 years ago. Gorgeous tree, huh? So this is our majestic ashlar slate with our slate border and a couple of steps. I don't even know if we were doing broken stone back then. Yes, we were. So this is about 5 or 6 years old. And I believe this is the first, ooh, little wave in that cut. I must have done that. This is probably the first time we've sealed it since then. Looks pretty nice. So Matt's going to give this a quick coat of sealer. Looks like he's all ready to go. Butterfield Clear Guard, splashes xylene, traction control. All right, so we'll get a coat of sealer on here. Show you how it looks when we're done. There it is sealed, and there it is unsealed. So we always do 2 light coats. Better than 1 heavy. I'll run a shield for Matt over here. So there it is, just about all sealed. 6 years old. That's what a coat of sealer will do to it. Check on Steve out front. Steve is just about done. You can see how fast the sealer soaks in and dries on a day like today.
Yeah, I'm not putting it on light either.
Yeah. Now I can see it running. Yeah. Okay, good. Hey, I gotta go look at a job. Okay. You got enough sealer?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. See that? Tommy came up and sealed his front porch, and here it is, all done. He went and got some black dye. He wanted a shade darker than the charcoal, so he put black on it. It's really dark, but boy, does it look good. Look at the grain of that wood. So really neat look. Might need just a light coat of sealer on there. He's off to hockey right now. It's really shaping up here. This looks good. Notice our broken stone face, heavy stone stamp, and that gets us away from the face for our wood plank stamp. Great look. Okay. So with that being said, I just ran home and got a shower. I was pretty dirty, as you saw. I'm gonna run out and water down that patio that we did, just to cool it down. I don't want to go there tomorrow to saw cut it and see a hairline crack anywhere. Then I have to go look at a job. I might do a little filming and show you what we're getting into next, or I might just go look at it and then show you when I get there. So thanks for tuning in to Conquer with the Hosses. This is Thursday. This is wrapping up Thursday. See you tomorrow. Okay, so I just walked around the corner. Here's the patio from this morning. And what I'm looking for here, it's not in the direct sun. It's nice and cool. If this was in the hot sun, this would be shrinking and I'd really be worried about it. It's nice and cool, a little bit warm. So I'm just going to give it a light mist of water, saturate that surface. No cutting needed tonight. We'll hit it tomorrow. It's really funny. A lot of the customers I'll try and have conversations with. Now, when you come home from work and see it's all gray, don't panic. And just as I was saying goodbye to the homeowner, she said, "Hey, did we pick the right color?" So we had to have that conversation. So no pressure washer tonight, just the garden hose. Washing that off. And I don't necessarily want to take the storm gray off. I just want to saturate that surface and cool that down. How you doing? Good. That's what I'm looking for tonight. Right like that. And that's kind of how it's going to look when it's sealed. So now the concrete is nice and cooled down. It'll continue to get harder through the night. Ready for saw cut in the morning. Okay, just finished up my meeting. I am all done working for today. Our next patio, we have to come up this asphalt driveway, around the back here. We're going to put in a patio. So it's a good sized patio. It is 14 feet out, curved corner, comes over 22 feet, and then we're going to turn it in 2 feet and then curve it to the house. And we're going to bring it in to get away from the well. And then we are going to do a full step in front of the door. That's going to be our heavy stone stamp, broken stone face, wood plank with a 1 foot border of heavy stone stamp. You've seen that a lot of times. We do that quite a bit. It's a real nice look. So that's my Saturday job, and I just wanted to meet with them. We looked at this job, I want to say July of last year. So I like to come back right before we get started, walk through it with the customers, remind me what we talked about, make sure all of our pricing, make sure everything's covered. No surprises. So that's it for Thursday. See ya.